First of all, brothers and sisters, I want to thank you so much for being a part of our This Works Ministry Summit. It was such an enjoyable time to be together, to learn, to dream, and to explore where God is leading us in the ministry of sharing the good news of Jesus Christ. Included in the email is information related to Dinner Church. Um, Specifically a schedule that you can look at to modify for your own situation and your own environment on how we do dinner church and how we can engage new people with the gospel message there. Also, a little booklet that I've mentioned during dinner church, but we didn't have time to talk about it, and I didn't have the information related to it. But it's a Jesus story. Okay, that's basically what it is. And I'll share with you that information and where you can order these for free. I'll give you that information as well. This is a free resource, and the only requirement is that the company asks that you give them away. And so that's a wonderful, wonderful resource. Also going to share with you a link to the Ministry of Shades of Grace. You heard Pastor Will talk about everything that's going on there, and so there'll be a link to Shades of Grace in the email. At the conclusion of Dr. Lacey Warner's presentation on Saturday, she took time for questions and answers, and one of the questions that Joe asked was a challenging question, and I want to address that. The question is how do you reach out to the nones and the dones? Those are people who do not have faith in Christ or are not interested in that, or for some reason they have been burned by their relationship with a negative relationship with the church or something along that line. And how do you reach out to them? And also, how do you reach out to a group of people that basically are middle class, self-sufficient, and they don't have needs for backpacks or children's minister clothing? How do we reach out to those people? And so we're going to talk about that just a little bit. Reaching out to people who are not involved in the church, do not have a relationship with Jesus Christ. You must build relationships with this group of people. There's no other way. It's only by building relationships, building personal relationships with friends and neighbors and acquaintances, reaching out to people who are in your community who don't have a relationship with the church. That comes through personal relationships that you establish with these people. One of the wonderful ways of doing this is through affinity groups. And these are groups they're not Bible studies. It's not a preaching class. It's not a spiritual exploration class. They are groups or classes that you gather people together to learn all kinds of stuff, like baking classes. I was talking with one of the pastors that she had 12 people attend a baking class at her church. 10 of them were not related to the church at all. I think that's amazing. So there's ideas about these different kinds of groups, men's groups, women's groups, young adult groups. All of these are a possibility of ways that your church can reach out to the people who don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ. One of the major issues or problems that exist in Appalachia and Holston Conference and other places is the problem of personal finance. Young people do not understand how that you could possibly go to school and not have student debt. Middle adults, they don't understand that there's any way to get out of credit card debt or not get into credit card debt. Senior adults, they are worried about, am I going to have enough money to last, for the rest of my life? All of these are extremely important things that we need to think about offering to the people all around us. And so let me highly recommend Ramsey Solutions and Financial Peace University and or any one of the books that are maybe designed a little bit more for young adults that are there and a teaching that really will transform people's lives. This is an opportunity that we have. You don't have to be an expert, okay? You do not have to be out of debt. You don't have to be a financial guru. The classes are taught in Financial Peace University. They're taught by individuals, use video teaching. The books are easy to read and to understand. And so that's one of the ways that we can reach out to new people in our communities with the good news of Jesus Christ. And finally, there is an evaluation attached to this email. We really want you to talk to us about how we can improve, how we can offer classes that are more in line with what your needs are in your church. And we're excited about the evaluations we've received so far. They've been very positive, and we want to learn. We want to do better, and we want to meet the needs of the people in our area. So you just yeah, tell us what you think. Please fill out an evaluation.